Man, Daddy, what is going on?
Okay, have any of you ever heard of a Pennangalan?
No.
Is that a dessert?
Pennangalan.
Pennangalan. Yeah, so I guess you spend that extra time on the
Pennangulation of the Pennangalan.
Yeah, interesting.
So have you ever heard that term before, Sabrina?
That was not in last year's Webster. Do you guys feel like your skin's coming loose?
Okay, this is bad. This is bad, everyone.
No, not the when you said the skin.
I'm gonna go.
No, that was
Okay, now you stay right where you are. Because everyone needs to hear about the Pennangalan.
I'd rather they didn't.
Now, a Pennangalan is a different form of vampire from Malaysia. Now, unlike the majority of vampire tales, a Pennangalan can walk about during the day in sunlight and appears just to be a beautiful woman.
one of them sparkly vampires.
No, I freaking hate those. Come on, that's not a fucking vampire. All right. Now, when sundown happens, that's when things change. The Pennangalan returns to her lair, and her head will begin to rise up away from her body, bringing with it all of her internal organs and intestines.
Ugh.
The head can now fly at will, with the disgusting gore and entrails trailing beneath. It is said that anyone who sees this process in person will die of fright on the spot.
So it's not unlike Medusa.
If Medusa was just a flying head with organs trailing behind her neck, yeah.
Me. I mean...
Whoa! That's kind of telling.
Everyone, lay off Sabrina. She's a good friend of mine.
I felt
right?
nervous.
Okay. No, it's
And
okay.
you guys were looking at me. And I'm a huge fan of Medusa.
Thank you. Me too.
And I wanted to correct you. It was not me. I just consider myself Medusa, and then stone is what you thought of, and I don't smell like vinegar.
Thank you.
So you identify as Medusa?
I would like to say that I'm an advocate.
Well, you're really full of piss and vinegar, aren't you?
Am I the only one that thought maybe, like, with the whole description of the head floating, well, it was like some weird biological wind chime?
That or a rear view mirror medallion. Like the dice.
You don't want to have like a standard because this is going to just drip on your gear shift. That's not going to turn out good. Now, once on the hunt, the Pennangalan has very particular tastes. She looks for pregnant women or, if possible, newborns.
Oh.
Some say the Pennangalan was either a midwife in her previous life who sought a pact with the devil to enhance and preserve her beauty, or a woman who died during childbirth and was brought back using the dark arts. One version of the tale says the woman made a pact with Satan where she was not to eat meat for 40 days.
Which woman is this? Just where, like, the
first Pennangalan.
Okay. Gotcha.
But so she was not to eat meat for 40 days, but couldn't make it the full 40.
What?
And thusly was cursed. She couldn't make it 40 days.
White Castle.
What was the final? It was like, hey, want some sirloin, honey? She's like, yeah, I'm totally. I mean, what was the one?
I think it was bacon.
It was bacon.
Yes!
It was bacon. It always is bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, the Pennangalan will search for a home with an expecting woman, newborn at best, or her favorite, a birth in progress.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Wow,
Ooh.
that's fucking creepy, man.
And that's why there's thoughts that the Pennangalan in her normal life will be a midwife. Well, she'll take the job as a midwife. You're killing me.
I had a horrible thought of, like, somebody who were like halfway into birth. It's like the double chalupa of like vampire stuff. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
That'd be more like a tostada.
Unless you fry it. Come on. They're innovative at the Taco Bell. Now, and like I said, some say that the Pennangalan in his normal life will take a job as a midwife just to know when the newborns are coming. And they say that there's two ways you can tell if your midwife is a Pennangalan. A, if she smells like vinegar, no offense. And B, if she licks her lips during the childbirth.
Y'all don't know that.
Like a Wile E. Coyote lick, like one of the big tongue around the mouth, like lick.
Oh no, her tongue is way worse. Her tongue is way worse. The Pennangalan will search for her home with an expecting woman, a newborn, or, like I said, at best, a birth in progress. If she is unable to enter the house, she uses her long, invisible tongue to slip under doors or through floorboards. She can also use her intestines as tentacles to open doors and remove obstacles. Once inside, she will devour the placenta first, because who doesn't need an amuse-bouche? Get you into the process.
Vitamins.
Move on.
There are lots of cookbooks now for placentas.
There actually are.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian does it.
And so what could be wrong with it?
Nothing.
And then... Look at that. She'll devour the placenta, and then move on to the baby, and finally the mother. It is said that even if she doesn't drain your body completely, you contract a wasting disease and will die within days. One way to protect yourself is by hanging thorny leaves and branches around windows and doorways, hopefully snagging her entrails as she enters and leaving her open to attack. She obviously hates sharp objects because of the vulnerability of all of her organs just fucking hanging out under her neck.
Yeah, that's actually ingenious.
Now, when she returns to her lair to reattach her body to her organs, they're now full and flush with new blood. Due to this, she soaks her viscera in a vat of vinegar to shrink the organs so they can easily slip down her neck.
No.
Because of this, during the day, a Pennangalan can be identified by the constant stench of vinegar.
Wait.
All right, Miss Vicky's chips. What's going on?
So what had happened was...
Okay, good.
What time do you guys have on your watch? Because...
It's like 7:48 or so,
yeah.
like a little bit before sundown here in Florida.
I'm getting a little chilly, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the turtleneck.
That's
all right.
That's absolutely fine. That's
cool.
absolutely understandable.
You don't have to tell us you're doing that.
Yeah.
That's
But I
fine.
just
I don't know why'd you bring that up. That's
because we're friends, and
Okay.
obviously we are friends now because of the maze,
Sure.
and it's worth being open to you guys about
Well,
certain
none of
things.
us are vinegar-soaked vampire headless body things. No.
Speaking of that,
Here's the thing. Now, and if you happen to find a headless body, I'm not saying that you would ever be a part of having a headless body somewhere stuck away in a lair.
Not
saying that would never
necessarily.
happen. That'd be really rude. Now, if you happen to find the headless body of a Pennangalan,
Tell me.
there are a few ways to defeat her.
Okay, like sticks and stones, right?
No, they don't break her bones.
Okay.
Now, one thing you can do to defeat a Pennangalan is you find the headless body corpse shell. You take broken glass and pour it down its neck. So that way, when her organs re-enter the body, they'll be cut to shreds.
Ooh.
Damn.
Sounds fine, right?
Yeah, perfect.
It's not my typical Saturday.
Wow. What's going on here?
You okay? Look a little nervous.